Desus's wife, Tony wife.
Yeah, we get those out the way. Rest in peace to them, man. A lot of classic shit that they did, you know what I'm saying? The first where he was the one cutting the onions in jail.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it?
Yeah.
But in Goodfellas.
In Goodfellas. That's a fact.
Let's get to it. Desus Mero.
What's up with them?
They broke up.
I mean,
they split. There's no more Desus Mero.
Like,
I think they're still doing the Bodega Boys, but I'm not too sure though.
Something eternal? Internal?
It feels internal because they saying that. What's the TV program they on?
Vice?
No, Showtime.
Showtime, excuse me.
Showtime?
They was on Vice first. Yeah, Showtime.
They said the people at Showtime asked them if their manager that they had with them could fall back a little because he was, I guess that he was involved, like he was in the space, he was saying things and shit like that. And they say that Desus agreed with it. He was like, yeah, we could do that. And Mero was like, nah, bro, he been with us since day one. You know what I'm saying? We can't just tell him.
It seemed like Mero would be the one to say that.
Yeah, we can't just tell him to just go sit in the green room and wait till we finish. You know what I'm saying? He's the person that does what he do behind the scenes. So I guess that's the internal thing. And I don't know. I was just watching the Joe Budden podcast, and Joe said it looks like they both sat down together and saw what they could do separate and was like, okay, there ain't nothing wrong with this neither. You know what I'm saying? It looks like it was a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? So
that's not a good thing, though.
That's not a good thing neither because the brand was strong.
The brand is them.
Yeah, Desus and Mero is crazy.
That's completely opposite from what our plan is.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. But, listen, I can't speak to their relationship or how long they've been together or known each other.
It's different. They met like towards the end of high school. They lived in the Bronx together, and then when they went to summer school one summer, they like ran into each other, and then they was like in the Twitter world. They used to say the same thing.
So they disconnected and reconnected. Basically. Yeah.
I don't know exactly how to...
Yeah,
they kind of was like crossing paths when they was younger, and then like in their mid-20s, they both would be on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And they would say shit that they recognize about like the neighborhood and shit like that, so then they connected and was like, yo, you went to such and such. He said, yeah, I went to your school for summer school. Oh, and then that's how they connected in their 20s and shit. And then they started Bodega Boys. Okay. And then it turned into Desus Mero, and then it turned from Viceland to Showtime. Okay. They went from the Bronx to Showtime, bro.
Nah, remember they was on Charlamagne's show first.
Yeah, they used to record shit right here on Kent.
I know, on Kent. Remember they started as contestants on the show, the show Charlamagne had.
Uncommon Sense.
Uncommon Sense? When they used to do the game shit on MTV? With the two people?
Another one. That's
It was the two. You had two people as one contestant, and then it was against three. And you used to do the comedy shit when you come up. They won that shit. Yeah, that's what that was they. Oh shit! Look at them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what they probably was doing in the podcast and Bodega Boys before that.
Cause they got something that we don't got.
Yeah, they do.
Like more like.
They
the
more
switch turns on. Yeah, the switch
turns
on.
They're more charismatic.
Yeah, and Mero pen game is crazy. And these is.
But this is what I was saying before when I was like, podcast is not at the peak. It's nowhere near its peak because you just say podcast and you group them all together. There's no genres to it yet. Because it is that. There's sports podcasts.
I mean, there is. If you go looking
at... starting now.
If you go look at, like, when you go to, like, the apps and shit.
Apps, yeah.
Yeah, they got, like, crime podcasts.
Mm-hmm. They're starting to do that now. At first, it wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're more of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they're a show, though.
They're a show.
Yeah.
We're basically...
We the same. We a show as well. We not so much formulated as a podcast. We're a podcast because we got audio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're a show as well because we do different shit.
Yeah.
But they were more like a variety night show.
Exactly. Like a late night.
Like a late night show. And that's where they eventually ended up. You see what I'm saying? But now you even see it. You see Mero, he was on Mav shit.
Yeah.
My Expert Opinion by himself.
Yeah.
You know, and he's explaining these things, you know what I'm saying? But now he's saying his side of the story because it seems like people was more gravitated towards Desus. Like Desus is the one that's doing everything when he's doing shit too. He's the one that's writing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Desus is the one that's editing and everything like that. He's more a computer person, you know what I'm saying? And Mero is the street person, you know what I mean? And now we seeing what's happening. But I mean, like you said, it might not be a good thing. I would like to see what happens. I don't think they on bad terms. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Because we see a lot of this shit in podcasts. Even the Joe Budden podcast early on, they let go of Marissa. Then he got rid of Maul and Maury. Then you see this with other podcasts. Like, remember
$1 million worth of
game and went through it.
They got rid of their engineer.
I Am Athlete went through it.
What you call it too? Jumper.
Yeah, most of the podcasts, but it's like what you saying though. The game is, you see in the game and you see that it's money in it and shit, so you could get with somebody that's doing similar the same thing, but I think you need to have a relationship with someone that you sitting down for 3-4 hours 2 times a week. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, alright, you doing your shit over here and I'm doing my shit over here and we just met, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'll be a little difficult, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I won't fuck with you.
Like, for example, like Flyways, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wanna build a bigger relationship with him personally because he wants to do something like that. But I don't know if I could just sit there with you yet.
Yeah.
Because we haven't disagreed on something yet. We haven't got into a little debate or nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we gonna rub each other the wrong way on the camera and that'll be a bad look. You know what I'm saying? Or we might excel in it, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta get to know somebody before you be like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, because we didn't have that situation and killed the whole fucking episode.
Yeah, and that was even weirder because niggas know each other forever. And they're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
But that shit like that does happen. So I don't know. Shout out to Desus and Mero because those was somebody that I looked at the format and the blueprint and I was like, I could incorporate some of this shit into our shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think we looked at a few people like that, like Tax Stone, Joe Buzz, Desus and Mero. Might be it.
Maybe. But I kind of incorporate shit from everybody. So, Nori.
I don't bring shit for $1 million worth of
Paul
game.
Rosenberg.
No, not nothing to them, but I feel like what happens over there is kind of like, it's quirky in their way. Like, we might have that. Like,
I like a lot of shit Wallow do.
Yeah.
Like how he intro and shit like that, and he do the mickety like by himself. Yeah. I love that shit. That's why I try to do a little more in the intro because of that. But yeah, their shit is a little more different.
That shit, it's over here.
Yeah.
To try to do something like them.
I fuck with it. I love the show.
I love $1 million worth of game.
Because Gilly, he's a serious dude. That's silly.
This is what I'm trying to.
So it's like,
that's what I'm learning from him because it's like
he could be all that shit in the same moment. He could be laughing and doing some funny shit and still saying some real shit. So you look at him like that, and they balance each other out. Because Wallow's like, this nigga's a dickhead.
Yeah, but Wallow is.
I've been through the real, like I've been in jail. So I fuck with them too, but I don't know. The podcast game is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. If you want to get into it, man, you're going to have to really be like, damn, I'm in this shit because it's real.
But like we said before, a lot of people think that it's easy. It's not easy.
To an extent, bro, because then you're going to see what else you have to do besides sitting here. And you're going to be like, damn, I got to do all that.
It ain't no to an extent. Ain't nothing easy about this shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing easy about it, especially when you have expectations. That's why I could think of a few podcasts that I know seen what we was doing and tried to, if they doing it, I know that's what it was, and they not doing it no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So shout out to them for having a run that they did for the first part, coming straight out of the Bronx.
Broke down a lot of doors. You know what I'm saying?
Made us believe we could do it. You know what I'm saying? We could get there. So shout out to them.
Some niggas from the Bronx doing something. Yeah. Some niggas from Brooklyn could do it.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out.
I'm from the sty at that. Like, come on. What we doing?